Hello, namaste, and welcome in the series of cybersecurity. This side is Meena, and today I will discuss about why is endpoint detection and response is far better than traditional endpoint security. We use so many concepts, so many services, so many devices to protect our data, our organizational data, and the devices. Okay, and endpoint protection is very essential in the field of cybersecurity. So, normal traditional uh, antiviruses just we are keep using from so many years. Okay, because the evolution on the cyber criminals way to attack on the devices evolved. Okay, so whatever the traditional way the hackers were using to perform an attack, nowadays that is no more. Okay, they just used different advanced method to perform the attack. Okay, they are sending the malware on the client machine in a different ways. Nowadays even they need not files to perform the attack, fileless uh, malwares they are using to perform the attacks. Okay, they are using the legitimate services to perform the attack. So it's very hard to combat with such the advanced attacks. We also need to have the security system to just far better than the hackers technology or the cyber criminal technologies. Otherwise we will not able to protect our data. And in today's session I will discuss about how the normal way of protecting our end devices just evolved over the years. Okay, so when the invention of the attacks entered or just introduced, then just to protect our devices and devices, especially maybe that can be your client machine servers. Okay, so they just use antiviruses, and those were sufficient perform the to perform the protection against those attacks. Okay, so there was a signatures based database they were having. They were just matched that if that particular file behavior or the attack is just matching with the signatures, then they are saying okay, it is a malicious file, just don't allow to execute on the end device. Okay, and as the cyber criminals evolved their method to perform the attack, then definitely we need to move on the next generation antiviruses. Okay, but that just was providing the benefits of not just uh, updating the updates weekly basis. So that was much better than the normal antiviruses. Okay, and again the more advanced things just emerged in the security field, that's endpoint protection. Okay, and the next generation endpoint protection that comes, and nowadays endpoint detection and response, it is far better than the previous ways of protecting our data from different attacks on our end devices. Okay, so here just you can see what is the so special about the EDR devices. Okay, or IDR type of services, what's so special and how it is just better than the normal antivirus service. Okay, so you can see here the Sophos EDR management console. Here it is uh, performing some processes to find out the malware file. So just you can see here it's detected a fake malware.exe, and it just find out yes that file try to communicate with the server that is located on the domain eicar.com. Okay, and that's right, one file and try to read 38 files. Okay, so these methods actually work on the model of before, during, and after attack. Okay, so it's just no more the traditional way we have the database of all the malicious signatures, and if any kind of attack will match it, we will say yes, this is the attack. Otherwise, if the hackers or the cyber criminals uh, generate new kind of attack with the new methods, or with the new tools, or new ways to design their malware, our endpoint security will not be able to identify this is the normal malicious file. Okay, so the EDR will provide us before, means from the intelligence they will collect the uh, uh, indicator of compromise, whatever the files nowadays, new attacks are emerging, and then they have the complete detail of it. So if such file, for example a file that you can see here, fake malware.exe, exist on the network, and already they have that files detail in their database. So before that file will execute on the endpoint, or the on your laptop, on the server, it will just find out, yes, this is the malicious file. So before it execute, before the attack will perform on your machine, it will just find it out and delete it. Okay, and if for example somehow the your security system did not able to find out, yes, this is the attack, and that attack started, so during that attack they will also find out, yes, this is the attack comes in it in on our network, on this pieces are there. So what access they can do, bef- they will find out, they will isolate that particular machine, and they will just try to find out what will be the effect on another machines, and to whom they are just connected, what is the response of that particular attack when executed on the system, and then they will isolate it. Okay, and for example that particular file connected to uh, just connected to the eicar.com, so they will just identify what is the IP address of that one, and then they will blacklist of that IP address or the domain name into the list, so that this information will help for the other members, or the other professionals, other companies, to find out, yes, these are the blacklisted IP addresses. So any file who will just try to communicate with those IP addresses, they will just block it. Okay, and if in case, for example, that somehow that malware executed on your system and is trying to encrypt the files, for example say ransomware attack will happen on your devices, so what they will do, they will roll back all the files whatever encrypted. Okay, so isn't it so awesome feature, just the advanced feature to protect our end devices, and giving a wonderful way to protect our devices from the cyber attacks. Okay, and just you can see here how beautiful it is. So you can follow me on the Cybersecurity Prism and get the notification for the next interesting and informative session. Also share that session with your friends and group members, so that they will be able to understand, yes, what is this EDR and why it's so different from the traditional antivirus systems what we used, and if they will thinking to uh, just subscribe such kind of services, so they can ask their vendor, either just you are providing EDR or normal antiviruses. Okay, and in the next session I will discuss about what are the consequences or of embedded system exploits. Okay, see you in the next session. Namaste.